Good morning. My name is Nina Winston, and welcome to day 8 of the PTSD Push Up Challenge. On the other day, I left with talking about suicide, the reason we're here. That word we don't really want to talk about so much. But where I left off, I covered, I'm going through this article, but not the full article, just taking a few lines out of it, paragraphs. And what we covered the other day was, and by the way, that article comes from myptsd.com, myptsd.com. And so the other day we talked about suicide and the aftermath, and that it's a word that people struggle to accept, process, and understand, and the stigma surrounding suicide. We also talked about the ideation of suicide and how a person commits suicide in a moment of their life where there's no alternative to remove their pain. And we went over those who are in the aftermath, the loved ones, the family, friends, how not to blame yourself. And so today I want to continue with, we also went over the statistics for suicide and how there is no exact number, and how the study that we're participating in was from 2008. It was 21 states reporting, but the numbers are lower, so we did go over the statistics. And so today I want to start with a few signs of people wanting to commit suicide. They speak of wanting to hurt themselves, as if they have no future. They say things like, well, no need to buy me a birthday gift, I'm not going to be around then. Or they express a will to do drugs or purchase a weapon outside of their character, or write a plan to die as if they're already dead. Also, another thing to look for is the increased symptoms of depression, a rapid decline in interest of things that kept them active and healthy, or worsening towards addictive behaviors, or dropping all psychiatric care or medications, such as without suitable explanation. Another thing that is the most prominent is the symptom is hallucinations, such as voices telling them to do X. Yeah. And the next part is the part where you and I come involved. The part that is the purpose for this awareness, and that's to talk with them about their plan. There's something about us as humans, I included, that we do shy away from things that we don't know anything about, and that are tough. And I'm not advocating anything that we can change it or that we can treat them, because it definitely needs professional help. So anything that I'm doing here, I am not qualified to treat or counsel anybody. I am just using information of people who perhaps are qualified and just sharing and to bring their awareness. And I'm doing it in the format that this comes in. So just in case someone, takes it as if I'm trying to do that is not my purpose here. But it goes on to say, knowing their plan is a huge help towards possibly helping to stop their death. You may not be able to stop it if they are committed, but knowing such things may be enough to stop your loved one. You can ask them things like this. Ask them if they want to kill themselves. If you see some of these signs, ask them if they have a plan. And if they have a plan, what is it? How badly do they want to live or die? Do they have a specific date? Is someone or something telling them to kill themselves? And if they have a weapon, ask them if they will, give up the instruments of death. And if they would consider visiting a therapist with you, if they would allow you to take them. But it goes on to say, those who have established plans are more likely to follow through with the act, especially those with a date. So this goes back to, even if you try, just if it happens, just try not to blame yourself. And this is one of the primary reasons people do not commit suicide is for loving someone or something and fearing leaving that person or thing behind. So, maybe that talk would help. We just don't know, depending on who you are to that person. And here again, suicide requires professional help. Never fool yourself into thinking anything else. And it goes on to say that, and I would imagine, and that people, they really don't want to kill themselves. They just want the pain to stop. And in my meditation this morning, I was thinking, all the things that we have going on in our normal lives. We have things coming from family. We have things coming from finances. We have things coming from health. We have the political issues going on, and just all of the things we have going on in society. And just imagining, and there's sometimes, and I'm not even a person. I don't consider myself, a person with a mental health issue, but there are sometimes you just want it to stop. You just like, oh gosh, is there another way here? And so those of us who are healthy, we even have our days. The depression slips in, the anxiety slips in. But can you imagine that coupled with dealing with a traumatic event and the severity, depending on the level of severity? So you have life's normal issues, which can sometimes be overwhelming. And then you have, something in additional that just came, out of nowhere in your life, and you're dealing with that too. So for those who are, dealing with PTSD at the moment, and you are managing and you are still here, no matter whether it's by a threat, I applaud you, because I can only imagine what could be going on. I don't have a basis for it because it didn't happen to me. So I just say that to let you know that we're here in solidarity for you, and we're praying with you and wanting you to pull through so that you could tell your story for those of us who have way less going on. And if you can make it through, and then we know we can too. So just thank you so much. And I'm hoping that this reaches someone somewhere, just to let you know that we care. And tomorrow I will continue with the remainder of the article. And now, in honor of our veterans, which, Veterans Day is coming up, and anyone contemplating suicide with PTSD, I'm going to do my push-ups. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. Again, the day was a little long, but it was necessary. Again, you matter. Stay. We need you. Have a good one.